What's up, guys? It's Mike in the house. If you've been slashing your way through Black Myth Wukong, you know this game is not for the faint of heart. But even the toughest warriors need a little help sometimes, especially when the challenge becomes more frustrating than fun. That's where the August 29th patch comes in, bringing a wave of adjustments, bug fixes, and tweaks to make your journey just a bit smoother. But don't worry, it's still plenty tough. Let's dive into what's changed and how it's going to impact your experience in this epic adventure. If you're as excited as we are about today's topic, show some love by liking and subscribing to Retro Pocket for more amazing content. Captain Y's voice gets a little less wise. First up, the big news: Captain Y's voice has been nerfed. This Yaoguai King has been a thorn in many players' sides, with his brutal stats making him a formidable opponent. The developers have heard your cries for mercy and have slightly reduced his stats. Now, while he's still a boss that demands respect, you might find him a little more manageable. It's not going to be a cakewalk, but at least you won't be smashing your controller in frustration, or at least not as often. Lantern Wardens won't box you in. Another significant change involves the Lantern Wardens in the Pagoda realm. These guys had a nasty habit of pushing players into walls and trapping them there, which, let's be honest, was less challenging and more infuriating. Thankfully, this patch fixes that issue. Now you can face off against these foes without the fear of being unfairly boxed in. Smoothing out the experience bug fixes galore. One of the most common complaints post-launch was the number of crashes and bugs plaguing the game. The team at Game Science has been hard at work, and the August 29th patch addresses several of these issues. If you were experiencing crashes when enabling FSR or NVIDIA full ray tracing, especially during startup or in specific areas like the webbed hollow, you should find the game much more stable now. There's also a fix for a rather peculiar bug where hair would stretch abnormally. Definitely not the kind of visual you want when you're in the middle of an epic battle. The patch optimizes the hair effects for the Yaoguai King, Ling Suzi, ensuring that the visuals are as polished as the gameplay. Gameplay tweaks and quality of life improvements. Beyond the major fixes, this patch also brings a series of smaller but equally important gameplay tweaks. For instance, an issue where the Destined One could get stuck performing the whirling thrusts in thrust stance has been fixed, which should help keep the combat flow smooth and responsive. Another fix resolves a problem where the Destined One couldn't switch stances properly in the 6th chapter, a bug that was causing quite a bit of frustration for players deep into the game. Now, stance switching should work as intended, allowing you to adapt to combat situations without a hitch. The patch also addresses some annoying issues like incorrect progress displays for collecting portraits and journals and icons for quests that wouldn't disappear even after they became uncompletable. These might seem like small details, but they go a long way in improving the overall experience, especially for completionists who want to keep everything on track. Language support and translation fixes. Black Myth Wukong has a global fan base, and the developers are making sure that players around the world can enjoy the game in their native languages. The August 29th patch includes significant improvements in translation across several languages. This includes everything from portraits and song lyrics to talents, equipment, and inventory descriptions. They've even optimized the layout of subtitles to ensure the story is as immersive as possible, no matter what language you're playing in. Addressing a language-related crash issue. One particularly tricky issue the developers identified was a crash that occurs when the system language is set to Turkish on both PS5 and PC. This bug led to crashes at launch on PS5 and during specific boss fights on PC. While they're working on a permanent fix, the current workaround is to change your system language to English or another supported language. It's a temporary solution, but it should help players avoid these crashes while the developers work on a more robust fix. Looking forward, more updates on the horizon. Game Science isn't done yet. The August 29th patch is just one of many updates aimed at refining Black Myth Wukong and ensuring it remains a top-tier gaming experience. The team has apologized for the inconvenience caused by these issues and has committed to ongoing support for the game. So, as you update your game and jump back into the fray, know that the journey of Black Myth Wukong is far from over. The devs are hard at work making sure that every battle is as epic as it should be and every story beat lands just right. Whether you're a seasoned player or just picking up the game for the first time, these changes are sure to enhance your adventure in the mystical world of Black Myth Wukong. Keep the journey alive. With these new tweaks and fixes, Black Myth Wukong is in better shape than ever. The devs have done a stellar job addressing some of the community's biggest concerns while also polishing the overall experience. Whether it's a nerfed boss making your life a bit easier or a bug fix keeping you from throwing your controller in frustration, these updates are all about making the game as enjoyable as possible. So, get out there, download the latest patch, and continue your journey as the Destined One. The world of Black Myth Wukong is vast, challenging, and full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. And with game science continuing to refine the experience, there's never been a better time to dive in and see what this epic adventure has to offer. Enjoying the videos? Smash that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on the latest updates.